Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Unscripted Coding. Following the last video, when I was demoing OpenAI's GPT-3, we found out there was this OpenAI Codex, and so I signed up immediately after, and I got an email this morning saying that I'm invited. So you can see right here that there's an invitation, and I'm just gonna accept it now. I should probably do this off screen real quick. Always at least skim the terms. Make sure you know what you're accepting. Okay. So obviously I don't know anything about this because I am just pulling this up now. But if you go to the OpenAI site and I think you'll find that OpenAI Codex is an AI system that translates natural language into code. And we saw all those little bits of examples that I couldn't access before, and I'm hoping that I can do it now. So, actually, this will be very helpful, but let's do it later. Stripe API as well. What I wanted to do is take a look at these kind of JavaScript to Python, Python to JavaScript, or whatever it may be. Okay, let's just run this really quick and see how this goes. So we're using DaVinci Codex, and there's two different ones. There's a capable model, and one that is just a faster, slightly less capable one. So let's take a look at what this is. There's a list of dogs. There's an empty list of cars. And for each dog, add it into the list of cars. So I don't know what that means. For each dog, car, push dog. So you're adding Bill, Joe, and Carl into the car list. And let's see how this looks in Python. For dogs, car.append dogs. That is very interesting. Let's see if it can go the other way. JavaScript. And look at that. It obviously looks a bit different, but this is kind of the classic way of doing it. Iterate through the index of each of the lists. Okay, I think I'll do another video later to really kind of dig into it, but you're just getting my first impressions here. There should be Python to natural. Oh, okay. As you must have known by now, I do a horrible job of trying to translate this to translate code into natural language on the fly. And I try and, I don't even talk very well. But let's see how they do. Oops. Okay. Hang on. Back here. All right. So as before, what you do is you give them a chunk of text, and at the very end, you have a prompt to basically ask them what it is. In kind of classic GPT-3 style, you would have, say, an excerpt of a book, and then you'll ask a question. Who is the author? Or what does the main character do? Or something along those lines, and they'll try and spit out the answer. Here, you're giving, instead of text, you're giving a chunk of code and then asking it to do something. And so I gotta get a bigger response length here. But let's see what this is actually doing. So it's removing common prefix. you get, I don't know what X is, and then you have a prefix, and I have no clue what WS prefix is. What is this supposed to do? So within X, which seems to be a dictionary, there's something called completion, and then you find the length of that. You find the length of that string. If WXS prefix, keep the, okay, WS means white space. Keep the white space as prefix. So you're stripping out the prefix from the text here in a very convoluted way. The code above is a function that takes 3 arguments. Don't think it's giving me much. The sample answer should be, it's a function that takes a data frame and a prefix as an input and returns a data frame with the prefix removed from the completion column. Well, I have no clue how Codex was supposed to know that. How is it supposed to know that what type this is, that it's a data frame? I would have been very impressed with this response. Okay, natural language. Oh, this is huge. So we have tables with these properties. There's an employee table, a department table, a salary table. Now we want a query to list the names of departments which employed more than 10 employees in the last 3 months. So we want distinct department names. From each one, we're going to find employees that are in that department ID. You got to find that they have salary payment. Oh, okay, so salary payments. So instead of being employed, they're saying they've made a salary payment in the last 3 months, which I guess is a proxy. Then you find a department name where after you filtered all of that, you have at least 10 employee IDs. Okay. Okay. I don't know if that's a good way or not of going about it, but I think that works. I don't know if it'll actually work, but I think you can work with that. Okay, let's see this. Util expose. Oh. All right, I want to see this. So another kind of turn it into natural language. Explain what it's doing here. Okay, that looks pretty good. You're creating a directory. So I'm looking down here as well. Create a log file. Where is that? Log. See if it's new line terminated. Open the log file. Create a state dictionary. Yeah, this is pretty awesome. What I think is this is so useful too. I think I do this a lot at work. Just kind of pick things out of text. But not important. I think what's going to be really useful is this kind of back and forth between JavaScript and Python. I've mentioned tons and tons and tons of times that I love Python to death. I hate JavaScript, but I have to work with it. And yeah, I am curious if there are other languages. C++. I don't know why they span out. JavaScript to C++. All right. List of programming languages. Oh, I use Dart from time to time, so let's... I have no clue if this is right. I don't use C++ at all. Oops. What am I doing here? Dart. Oh, that looks pretty good. Okay. Popular programming languages. Python, Java. Oh, Java's the obvious one. They must have Java. And Java? Yep. Oh, I gotta get the response length a little longer. There you go. Ruby, R. Ooh, oh, Visual Basic. Okay. What I want to know is, we tried to do this in the channel. Just write some Visual Basic code. Visual Basic code in Excel, and I just couldn't make 2 cents out of it. Okay. I probably don't need that long of a response, but this is so cool. Okay, so the other, there's more and more tools like this. I know GitHub has their own kind of AI generator. And what I'm hoping is there should be like natural language to Python as well. So what I think I'm going to do is do another video, just really quickly run through some examples of what the GitHub version of this can do, and maybe just run through comparisons. I should find a couple really common basic algorithms, common tasks, and see, just run them through the hoops and see how they do. But you know, when you find a new tool and you get really excited, I feel like this might cut out a lot of wasted time for me. So I'm very excited about the opportunity here, because at the end of the day, I'm a terrible programmer and I mainly use Python. So anything that'll switch it back and forth will be fantastic. So this was all I intended to do, just go through a couple examples, and this one worked a lot better than our previous video. So if you enjoyed this video, if you have any kind of questions or suggestions for the upcoming kind of test, do leave a comment, hit that like button, and I'll see you next week. So thanks for watching.